going crazy.
When you need a case cracked, who you gonna call? Astro Crime Unit put you on a pedestal. Investigating through astrological facts. POB, time and the place, you got your back. Psychologically breaking down all the elements. Cash your records, looking to the stars for intelligence. We got a team, we're the best, so we're puffing out our chest. We giving facts, we ain't settling for less. And you can count on closure, cause every day the conclusion getting closer. And closer, I supposed to. That's why you need to call a crime unit. Astro crime unit. Unsolved murder case, we'll do it. We just wanna please your case, guarantee we'll hide your face. We just wanna make your day and we'll do it. Astro crime unit. Unsolved murder case, we'll do it. We just wanna please your case, guarantee we'll hide your face. We just wanna make your day and we'll do it.
All right. Yes, we're back. So, I don't know what happened.
Junior going crazy.
YouTube was like, we gonna shut him down. I'm just, hey, I'm just joking, YouTube. I'm just joking. Don't do the same thing. I'm just playing. I was just playing. Gee. God damn. You can't even say nothing. They be like, terminated. So anyway, like I was saying, all right, my Facebook people, all my YouTube family, that's what they be doing to us. They don't be, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. So, but we're here. And we ain't checking for nobody. Regardless of which, it is what it is. So, who wants their chart read? Let me look inside my Facebook to see exactly what reached out. Oh, okay. I got a few here. Hold on. Let me see these people are. Oh, these are people who want to be added to the group chat. Okay. All right. It's okay, y'all. We're back. And better than ever. For my YouTube, like I told you, you guys, if you're on Instagram and you're not on Facebook, you could always message me. You could always say what you got going on. You know, we take a look. Because I got to look and see if there's anybody talking to me. Shit, that rhymes, didn't it? So how my YouTube? Love you guys. You guys are you're my favorite. My favorite. All right. These are hidden chats. Other than astrology and charts, tell me something, y'all. What y'all like to talk about? I'm here with you. Let me know what y'all feel like conversating about. All right. So talk to me, Facebook. Talk to me, Instagram. Let me see my Facebook, if I can comment on my Facebook. So, my Facebook, there's no commenting on it. So I have to take a look on my Facebook to see who's talking. All right? So if you see me going back and forth, that's because I have to. Not because I want to. It's because that's how they doing me. They just doing Astro so crazy. You know, I'm not no victim, but I am here. You feel me? So whatever they do, it's what they do. I don't even see me on live. Hold on, let me refresh. Because they don't even have me posted as live. Ain't that some shit? All right. Let's take a look at the comment. Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right, we good. We good. We live. We've been live for the past 5 minutes. Just that Facebook has been shadow banning me for a bit as well. Why do y'all think it's like that? In my YouTube family, why do y'all think that it's been doing me like that? Like, like you said, thank you very much. Y'all hit the chat, hit that like button. Janacia, McAllister, nice to have you here. You said, I'm new here. What kind of questions are we able to ask? Any question you could name, you could possibly name. I can assure you that you could ask any question, anyone at all you wish. Any question you ask, I'm able to answer. I do my best to make sure I get you the best answer. But you'll have to message me on either Messenger or Facebook. I mean, Facebook Messenger or Instagram. And that's Leslie Tametryo Brown. That's on Facebook. On Instagram, it's Astro Einstein Quantum Healer. When I say any question, I literally mean that. All right? I literally mean that. There's nothing that cannot be answered by it. So, what are we gonna do? Are you gonna act how you think? I'm gonna be on here until 7:30. After 7:30, I'm gazon out of here. And I like my nosy YouTube family. They'll be like, we need to see, we take a look at these readings to see exactly what's gonna be passing on. The question is, hey, are you still taking on payments? Yes, I am. You can come right ahead, my friend. Hey, Monet, Compton, how you doing? So just send the payment, send the message to Messenger, to my Messenger. And what I'll do is I'm going to call you. They won't see you, but they'll be able to hear you. Because you want to have a conversation. I think having a conversation is way better than just me reading and then you're not responding. Conversations is what I live for. Some people say I suck at communication, but I think that I do pretty good. You feel me? For what I was given in this lifetime, I think I do pretty good. I just don't like wasting words. You know, frivolous conversations just doesn't excite me. I'm not attracted to it. All right. And also, Monet, can you send a screenshot of your Cash App, the Cash App transaction, and then send a message, and I'll call you. All right. Well, you're the first one on, so we're gonna make sure that you get treated like royalty. I always like to treat my first person like royalty. That's why I take a lot more time talking to the person that was the first. Okay. All right. Because we appreciate you. We definitely do. Hey, Spirit Moon. What's good? All right. Let me double check. So make sure that if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, or if you're not, check my I have to check my spam. Okay. I see the cash out. Come on, YouTube. Don't be doing that to me. YouTube be acting up, y'all. But we ain't worrying about them. We love them. We love you, YouTube. Stay. Stay with us. Stay. Stay. Stay with us. Yeah. All right. So, who else would like? Okay, so I don't see the message. Maybe it's in message request. And when you send the message, I'm going to see it. Just send me the message, write your date of birth, your time of birth, your place of birth. But just send me the message, say, hey, because we could do that on live. Or you could just text it to me. I'll tell you, text it whilst we're talking. Or message it in Messenger whilst we're talking. So I see we got two persons. Okay, now we got three. Let's go. I'm excited. I'd be excited to do these readings, by the way. To me, it sharpens my skills. Also, it gives y'all the opportunity to see what can be done with astrology, not just necessarily what I can do, but what astrology can reveal. Like I say all the time, we are in a simulation. This is a made-up reality. The beautiful part about it is you have the opportunity of looking at your blueprint. All right? You have the opportunity of looking at your blueprint through astrology. Thank goodness for the characters that were blessed in this simulation, that blessed human beings with the knowledge of astrology. Gave us the opportunity to be able to be free, to see ourselves naked. That's right. Because once you understand yourself 100%, you're 100% naked. You are, there's no insecurities about yourself. You know things about yourself that nobody can tell you. You know, even if they try, they won't be able to tell you what you don't already know. All right? I see the date of birth. I see you, Monet. We're going to give you a call, okay?
Hello.
Hey, Monet.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. How are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm calling you Monet because that's what your Facebook says. I'm not sure if that's your
Yeah,
real
that's my middle name. It's Marisha, but that's my middle name. You can call me either or.
name. Okay, Marisha. Nice to meet you, Marisha. Monet.
Nice to meet you as well.
This is your first time doing a reading with me?
Yes.
What made you say that, you know what? Let me give this man a try. What made you say it?
Well, I've been following you for a little while, so and actually I tried to catch you. I seen you doing it a little not too long ago, maybe a couple 2, 3 days ago, but I was like, dang, I always kind of miss it. So I was like, okay, I call him today.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But this is your first time doing it with me, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is true. I'm looking at your profile. I recognize you. You're right. This is the first time.
Yeah.
And I remember you
I
from a long time.
I comment sometimes on your stuff.
Yes, that's what I remember. I remember you commenting sometimes. All right.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to plug in this information. As you know, nobody will be able to see it because I got my picture covering it. So, you know, some people be like,
Okay.
they be so protective of things like that. So I had to learn how to accommodate so people won't be so afraid um, of people getting the information and all the other stuff. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
realized
don't
that's a,
mind.
oh, see that? That's what I see. So it's going to be Marisha.
ISHA.
Is Compton your real name?
My last name Compton, yes.
Okay. You said you sure?
Yes, it's Marisha Monet Compton.
That's cool. I've never met a Compton in my life. This is
Bruce.
I I don't know any Compton. This is
Wow.
this you know a lot of them.
What'd you say, sir? I don't hear second.
Oh, I said I don't. Do you know a lot of Comptons?
Um, I mean, my immediate family for the most part,
Have you met
but
anybody other than your immediate family that has that last name?
no. Well, actually, I've heard of somebody that I'm like, I don't know her, but she's popped up on Facebook before, and I believe she lives in Oklahoma City, but she's never like been to any of our family events or anything, so I don't know. But I know
Hey,
that her last name's Compton. Her name's Nicole Compton.
hey, listen. Sometimes these fathers be signing for children, and then they be like, hey, now, you know. So
Right.
we don't know these stuff. These things be happening. All right. So tell me something. What questions do you have for me today?
I was going to send them to you because I just really came up with the specific ones I wanted to ask you. You want me to
Okay.
send it to you?
Yeah, you can text it.
Oh,
Go
dang.
ahead.
It went somewhere, but let me redo it real quick.
Yeah, because it isn't inside the inbox. But I got you. Once you send,
Okay.
and if you had already typed it and copied and pasted, then yeah, uh, we got you. Thank you for choosing me. I would say,
No worries.
well, you're an Aquarius rising. Your moon is in Scorpio, and your sun is
Yes.
in Aries. That's a that's a combination.
I know. It really is. It truly is. It really, really is.
Especially that moon and sun combination. That's something.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people can't handle me.
Yeah, well, think about it. Your moon and sun are actually in astrology. The aspect it forms is called a quincunx. Some astrologers call it in conjunction, and that's when the two planets do not get along whatsoever. It's like
Mm.
oil and water, and the moon represents your feminine side, and the sun represents your masculine side,
Mm-hmm.
which means that there's a clash, which means that sometimes when you're around the women, or when you're around men, you act masculine. When you're around the women, you act feminine.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
You understand? It's like you don't. It's hard to blend in with the people that are around you because you could hardly blend with yourself. It's sort of like I don't know what to do with
Right.
myself. You know. So most people like yourself with the in conjunctions of the sun and the moon normally have most of the questions about themselves because you
Right.
feel as if you're a complex human being, which you are. You know.
Yeah, I am. I agree. I
Yeah.
really am.
His chart definitely shows that. And then your Mars is in, yeah, Mars is conjunct your sun as well. That's, woo wee, you are some. How many kids you got?
Two, and one on the way.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You come from a family of twins?
Um, my grandma, my mom's mom is a twin.
Okay, because the chart is showing that. I see your Gemini sitting on your fifth house. That normally indicate that you have Gemini, you have twins inside your family lineage.
Yes, I do.
It also means that at one point, if you continue having children, that you will have twins.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, for real.
Well, so far, no, and I didn't plan this one, so
You did it?
no.
Uh, yeah, these things be happening. Let me let you finish type because I'm still waiting on these questions from you.
Okay, I sent them.
All right, there you go. I like it. I like the first one. Can I say it aloud?
Yes, of course.
The first one. Is there a specific career path I should follow to help me be financially successful? So, first and foremost, I would like to know, what do you do for a living right now?
Right now, I currently work in the hospital in the kitchen, pretty much just prepping and just helping out, like cooking for patients, basically in the
Mm,
cafeteria. But before, I was selling food as my own business, but the sales were not consistent. So, and I have kids and bills, so I was just like, let me get a job. But me being me, I just know just I'm meant to be work for myself,
oh,
but I
oh,
haven't quite pinpointed what exactly I should be doing.
oh, you definitely right about that. Your MC is in the 0 degrees in Sagittarius.
Right.
And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Your Jupiter is in Capricorn. And I would say, especially in the 12th house, that your career path has a lot to do with your having your own business.
Right.
And the business that is supposed to be, according to this, you're supposed to be developing your skills, your your psyche. I don't know if you know this, but you're very intuitive. And it's going to get stronger as you get older. See, Saturn inside Pisces in the second house normally indicates a sense of doubt when it comes to your spirituality or your psychic gifts. But as you get older, the gift
Mhm.
becomes more profound. Even your sun is in the 10th house and is in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio rules sex, death, regeneration. And most of the time, people who have your placement, I can tell you this now, this may sound crazy. I don't want you to take it the wrong way. Most people have your placement, especially with Moon and the 10th, most Aquarius rising, especially with Pisces being second house, with Saturn being there. Normally would have had a past life of being a sex worker in a previous lifetime.
Mhm.
You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Were you offered that sort of thing in this lifetime as well?
Interesting.
You can answer the question. Yeah. Why, why you say interesting like that?
Wait. So, so you're saying that in the past life and in this life, I will be successful being a sex worker.
Now, I'm saying that according to what I'm seeing in your chart, that was something that you did in a previous lifetime. I'm also saying that most of the times when that is the case, because of us being familiar with our past lives, not really knowing it, we follow the
Mhm.
same path sometimes. Or the path
Okay,
is laid before us that was already there before. Make sense?
that makes sense.
Right. So that's what I see. I also see your moon is inside Scorpio, is sitting in the 10th house, which gives you a sort of a Capricornian energy, which means that you could be cold as ice, especially when you're ready. Now, because your Venus is inside Gemini, you have a lightheartedness, but your Mars in Aries conjunct your Sun means that you could be brutal when you are ready. You the fighter, according to this.
Definitely.
Yeah, I know. It's screaming at me. It's screaming, hey, don't fuck with this one the wrong way, because it's going to be a problem. And this is
Yeah.
just at first glance. I'm glad you said interesting, and you didn't really go into any details. That's okay. We're gonna keep it at a buck. We're gonna keep it just like that. When it comes to your career path, that's been basically successful for you. You're supposed to be in the area of either music, anything dealing with acting, um, also art, dancing, anything dealing with the C's, alcohol. Uh, it could be like a bartendering. You could also get into the area of dealing with um, cannabis, working in a field of prescription, meaning
Hmm.
in those areas, those fields. If you get where I'm coming from.
Yes.
According to this, you're supposed to be hosting, to some degree, a business of spiritual retreats. You see, your MC is in Sagittarius in the 11th house, which represents community. It represents group settings, which means that what you're supposed to do is supposed to affect more people than just one. And because Jupiter's inside Capricorn, that represents businesses in the 12th house of spirituality. Your Saturn is in Pisces, so your Jupiter and your Saturn actually exchange energy. And your Saturn is in 29th degree, which means that your purpose is solid, or your career path is supposed to be spiritual in nature, more
Right.
helping people.
Right.
And this doesn't mean that you have to be the one that does stuff. It just means that you're supposed to be the one that actually initiates and starts it. Okay?
Right. Understood.
So if you're talking about financial, these jobs that you're going on, regular jobs, yeah. And even if you had think about doing the sex work, that was just something that was just gonna pay the bills or make a couple of dollars on the side. The money's gonna be spent. You probably won't have the opportunity to enjoy the money like you want to, because your moon is in Scorpio, which means that your sex mood is very moody. It goes with your mood, how you feel, your emotions. It's totally connected to your sex drive. According to this,
Right.
so yeah, ain't nobody and anybody gonna be. You won't be sexualizing yourself because somebody wants you to. It's gonna have to be when you're ready
Hmm.
for that to happen.
Right.
Sounds about right?
Yep. That is absolutely correct.
Mhm. So your second question: is there a specific area, state, I should consider moving to in order to elevate my life overall? Good question. So since that's a question, we're gonna take a look at your astrocartography, and we're gonna take a look and see what's happening here. All right. I'm about to put this on the map. Let me add this to the cap to do what I gotta see. Hold on. You're talking about a city in the United States, correct?
Wherever.
Oh,
I'm open.
you're open to traveling to different countries?
Yes.
Mm. All right, let me see if I can put this on the screen. So you can be able to take a look at this. Oh, look at this. We do have it. All right, now this may seem like a lot of nothings. It's on the screen now. Give me a second.
Let me see. That's good. Okay, I can see it.
All right. Sorry, I just had to step away for half a second. All right. So, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, loud and clear. That's good. All right. So we're gonna zoom in and we're gonna take a look at some of these lines now, as it pertains to finances. I normally look at the Venus line, the MC line, the Venus line. That represents money and assets in the career field. And we're gonna zoom in onto your MC Venus line. And your MC Venus line runs through quite a few states. The same thing right here that we're looking at. I don't know if you can see, you're gonna see the MC line
Mm-hmm.
up top here. Then it's the Venus underneath it. That's very much so. Now, if you're talking about finding, so I didn't even ask you, are you in a relationship?
No.
Okay, say less. I understand because that's another question that you asked, the second one. So we're gonna get to that. All right. So the MC Venus line runs through Toronto, Canada. All right, Ontario. It also runs through, and I'm gonna get this map, so I'm gonna be very accurate with what I'm about to assess with you. 1 second. Let me pull up the United States map. All right. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, here you go. So the line runs through is, so this is New York. It runs through Pennsylvania. You hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
So that line runs to the edge of Pennsylvania, but also through Iowa, Ohio. It runs through, that's Hampton. It runs through West Virginia, the edge of Kentucky.
Mm.
You said at home, like, And believe it or not, it runs through Charlotte, North Carolina. It also runs through Columbia, South Carolina. And it runs through Melbourne and Miami. So those are areas because your MC represents career path and Venus represents money, assets, and finances. This shows that you should be. Let me make sure this is your Venus before we jump into that. 1 second. 'Cause that could be his harass. Let me take this off and let me see. Oh, that's your series. That's your series. Hold on. So it's not your Venus line. Sorry, I need glasses. I got my glasses on. It's just that I thought it was serious just now. So let's get into the Venus. So let's take a look at where your Venus is. Your Jupiter line actually runs through. Let me get back. Take a look at your Venus. So the crazy part about your Venus line don't even run through the United States of America. Let me make sure I get this right. Now your Paran line runs through America. And your Venus Neptune line, you have your Venus Neptune line, Venus Uranus line. Let me zoom back out. Sorry.
Okay.
Here, Venus Neptune line, Sun Venus line, Venus Saturn line, Venus Uranus line. Let's go right. Where is it? As it pertains to money wise, your ascendant Jupiter, represents like abundance,
Hmm.
and it runs through California between San Jose and Los Angeles. So that's an area of abundance for you. If you're looking for abundance,
Mm.
that's actually a good place to start.
I love it there. I really do.
Oh, you've been there before.
Yes, I've been there 3 times for my birthday because I just love California. I really do.
Let me see what line is this. All right, so this is your ascendant Mars line. It's a Saturn line. Get descendant. So your IC Venus line runs upwards. And let me try to get to where it is exactly. It runs through. It also runs through Texas, Austin, Texas, Waco, Texas, Wichita. That's yeah. So I see that. Yes, that's just
Wow.
why you say wow like that.
I love Texas too.
Well, your Venus ascendant line, your Venus IC line also runs through um, Dallas. If we really zoom in, back
Love
line.
Dallas.
So that's an area that would also because your ICs they're representing the home and the Venus representing abundance, money, assets, finances. That's what I'm seeing where your Venus line runs through. If you're talking about money. Now, if we're talking about
Okay.
partners or your long-term partner, like you say, life partner, we take a look at your ascendant line, and it runs through. Me zoom here and then zoom out so I can know exactly where this is. It runs through Traverse City, that's Michigan. It runs through Big Rapids and the Grand Rapids, Michigan. It runs through Indiana, Indianapolis, Indiana. This means that these places you can find a long-term partner. Okay.
Okay.
It runs through Rowling Green, Kentucky, to through Nashville, Tennessee, and it runs through Alabama. It runs through and close to Arlington, Alabama. Okay, and some parts of Mobile. It goes close to Mobile and Pritchett. Where's this? And also Pensacola, Florida. So those you better remember these names because these are places where you could find your long term partner.
Okay.
All right.
Are
So
you gonna save this live
yeah,
so I can
definitely.
go?
I'm definitely gonna see this live so you can be able to see it. Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for choosing me. All
No worries. Thank you more.
right. Bye. All right. Let me get back to this. Yeah, that was up. I like that chart. Chris Brown. Yeah, of course. You know you can work on your questions. I'm here for it. That's what I'm here for. Right? I'm here for it. But I don't see your questions. Whoever I saw somebody sent some finances this way, but I don't see who they are. Let me check my Instagram because you could have possibly sent it there. And let's see the request. I got a friend send request. All right. I see you. I see Nasia. How you doing? It's a beautiful thing to have you on my live. It's a beautiful thing to have you here. Truly appreciate you. A big fan. Yes. So let me call you so we can have a conversation. Hello.
Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, of course. Thank you for having me. You know, really appreciate it. You know, I don't know if you, somebody sent me a one time. I think it was you singing, and I was like, oh, okay, or performing. I think it was rap or what have you. That's what it was. And I was like, okay, she got skills.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you didn't know, huh? You know, you're like, how the hell did I do that? Yeah, people be watching and they said stuff. That's how beautiful this world is. I always say that. That's what we
Oh
are.
wow. Are you sure that was me?
Yeah, yeah, it was. It's the same person that I'm looking at. Yeah, it's you.
Okay.
It was. I think you were performing a thingum. The it was like a orange carpet you were singing on, and it was the background was fixed like they had this gray metal ground thing. I think it was you. I'm not that sure if that was you or not. Was that you?
Uh, I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so? And then they showed you there was another video, so I followed another one, and you were also there was some what it was, man. I know that just know I know you got skills. Alright? You got skills.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So what question do you have for me today?
Okay, so I get three questions, right?
Yeah, but you gotta text me send me your birth information so I can pull up your chart.
Okay, so the thing is, so I don't have my date of okay, my time of birth because it wasn't on my birth certificate. Will the reading still be accurate?
Well, we'll need to do what I consider a rectification of your time of birth. Now, if you said the $20, that means now rectification. I charge $85 for that, but because you came on my live, I'll charge you 60. The reason why is because what we'll have to do, we'll have to take a time out, a 30-minute session where I have to go and ask you specific questions about events that took place in your life, look at you physically, and analyze your time of birth based upon events that took place in your life. So that would take a little bit of time, and then we'll get into your question, and then I'll still answer your questions uh, without you having to pay for the questions. That sound like a deal?
I don't know if I can do it today. I may have wasted your time. Sorry.
No, you don't. You haven't wasted my time. I always feel like a blessing is a blessing, so I can't turn you down already on your live. What I will do is just send me. We gonna finish chat on Instagram, and we can set up a time where I can do the rectification. All right, that'll
Okay.
be me pouring into you. You cool with that?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So just message me, and we'll set up a time where we could actually do that.
Okay. Thank
Because
you.
I know on the date of birth, I mean on the birth, those what they call when you're born, the birth certificates. Some people
Yeah.
don't get it on theirs. Sometimes you have to ask for the long form, and then they give it to you from there. But we'll rectify it. See how we can go from there.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem, sugar. All right, bye. All right. Let's go. I'm gonna go into my messenger and see who is message. what am I? What am I? Listen, she been rocking with me from the beginning. From the beginning. Chris, if you don't know, this is me calling you. Mhm. Come on now, Chris. Miss Brown, that's me calling you. You hear it? I don't understand how you need to turn your notification on. Turn your notifications on, Miss Brown, Miss Chris, not Chris Brown. Okay? I'm gonna need you to turn your notification on. All right, so let's get it. Let's get it. I think somebody else. Is there somebody else? Yeah, somebody else. When you're ready, Miss Chris Brown, make sure you try to call me back. I'm gonna try calling you one more time.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
How you doing?
Hey, listen, I can't complain. It's been a beautiful day. I'm always, I'm above ground. I'm me in this lifetime. I love me, so you know what I mean. So we gonna get to these questions.
Okay.
Oh boy, these are real deep questions, but I think it's definitely needed. You feel me?
Okay. Hmm.
All right. So let's get to it. Let me put your chart. Let me put your chart in, and we gonna go from there.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay. Yes, I will see if I. So that way. No, I don't. So I'm gonna need this birth information. You know, say I wrote WN 27th of. Hey, your birthday coming up, huh?
Yep, it's coming up. My birthday coming up.
What
I'll be
you
the big 40.
what you and hubby gonna do? What y'all gonna do for your birthday? I know y'all gonna do something
We
big. Y'all gonna
we
something
go
this.
we're gonna talk about that because that's gonna be part of one of my questions.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. So where were you born again? Because you didn't put that there.
Memphis, Tennessee.
MEMPHIS. All right. We're gonna put this chart up
Okay.
and let's go. All right, it's up there. All right. So the first question, if you don't, you want me to read it or you want me to say it? You want me to, or you want to
You
say it?
you you can say it.
All right. Hey, these are my questions. My relationship with my grandmother, maternal, was toxic. I didn't learn anything from her like I thought I was supposed to. I don't have a relationship with her and want to know why. Good question. Let's take a look. Now, the maternal grandmother is always connected to the fourth house. Okay? The maternal grandmother is connected to the fourth house. And unfortunately, you are a Scorpio rising. In order for, I could say, for you to learn something from her, we'd have to take a look and see what your moon is doing and what the fourth house is doing. And you have Aquarius on your fourth house. Now, Aquarius rules, rebellious, different, eccentric, unique. It also rules distance. It rules impersonal, which could also, lead to the reason why you were not, from an astrological perspective, why you two were not so close. There's also something about your moon and the ruler of your of Aquarius, the fourth house. So your Uranus, which is the ruler of your fourth house, which rules the maternal grandmother, is square to your moon in Virgo. Okay? There's a square. You see this thing will look like a square? And squares are hard aspects between planets. And with the moon representing like your mom, it also represents your emotional makeup. It also represents, the maternal side of the family. And with the Uranus being the ruler of your fourth house, which represents your ancestors, your grandmother, your great grandmother, it shows that there's a disconnect emotionally when it came to your grandmother, and
Yeah.
it also has to do with her sense of self worth and money and assets, and what she may have felt would have been work to actually teach you or give you, or for you to learn from her. There was a detachment. And in order for me to know where that stems from, the moon normally represents a cumulative of lifetimes. And if the moon is square to the ruler of your fourth house, this is because, especially with this aspect, in previous lifetimes, you also were very detached from her because of work. In previous lifetimes, you were her mother, but you put work over emotional connection to her. That's why.
hmm
Now,
That's the truth.
say it again.
I said that's true. Yeah.
So in this lifetime, you may be getting a backlash or what we consider karma. That feeling that she has towards you is resentment from previous lifetimes. That's why it's toxic. It's because you have to release the emotions that are connected to that, and so does she. But you, in particular, more because when you release the emotions connected to that, meaning I forgive you, I love you, even from a distance, and don't focus on it. Just release it from your soul. You won't have to worry about that in another lifetime. It'll be a more softer relationship. Okay.
Okay. She is now deceased.
Oh wow.
She passed away almost a year ago, shortly after her birthday.
Mm.
And I am the first granddaughter of hers. And I did her makeup for her funeral.
So you literally you was like you sent her off. You sent her off
Yes.
beautiful, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you feel like having a like most people are real afraid of seeing a person that they've been around die like dead. How did you feel like doing the makeup and stuff?
I felt sad because when she was alive, she always wanted me to do her makeup. And now I had to do it while she's not
So
alive.
what you're saying is she was yearning for your attention the way she did in previous lifetimes, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Or you were too
And
busy. You were too busy working.
ironically, both my grandmothers desired that. I did both my grandmothers' makeup for their funeral, my mom's side and my dad's side. But my mom's side, maternal grandmother, this one grieves for me different, because I yearned for a better
This is so
relationship
good.
from her,
Hmm.
and I didn't get that.
Well, I would say this to you: anything that you're feeling with the guilt, resentment, animosity, in order for you to even release, you have to release those emotions, the resentment, the I didn't get enough, and you may not even remember this conversation because that's how life is. When we reincarnate, we don't remember shit. But in this
Hmm.
lifetime, you are aware. You are consciously aware of previous lifetimes, and you know, so to make a conscious effort of releasing those emotions from them. All right,
Hmm.
that's most definitely. Your second question. I believe I made a great decision to leave my car. Wait, wait, wait. You're not on the force anymore.
So I got the news literally Sunday that I am going to be in another organization that is much higher and than the sheriff's office.
You going to be a fit?
Yeah.
Wow! Congratulations.
Yeah. I know. So I got the news literally Sunday and I got everything confirmed yesterday.
What? Let me take a look at. First and foremost, I gotta. I like to map these things. So I'm gonna take a look at your solar arc direction. Let me see what's going on. You got it yesterday. I like to make
Yes.
sure it reflects what I'm looking at. You feel me?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, you got it yesterday. Examining the ruler. So you said that is rising. Virgo's in your 10th house. Let's take a look at your progress chart and see what it's saying there. Oh no. Oh. Um. Uh. Second. Let me go back to your natal and let me progress the chart. Let me see what the secondary progress says. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. So your Vesta is actually conjunct Pluto in a different house, a different sign. This thing right here. I don't know if you can see my. Can you see my arrow? No way.
I can. I can.
You can't. You could.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So this right here, this is 26 degrees. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
there's only four more degrees in this sign, and then it's zero, and then it's this. So that means that this is a conjunction by 6 degrees. Now, 6 degrees is very, very much the start. So when Vesta is conjunct Pluto in a progress chart, that normally indicates a sort of a transformation when it comes to your purpose. Now, Vesta is the ruler of Virgo, and Virgo is on your 10th house, your MC, which represents your career path of service. And when I see this, and I see this, your Pluto is in Scorpio in the 12th house, that normally represents investigation from behind the scenes.
Stop it! That's my new job. Oh my
Yes, it
god.
shows that
Astro.
your chart is you are. That's what it's showing. When it's progressed, it's like this. This is what happens. You're literally getting into a job from behind the scenes investigator, according to this. Okay. So yeah, that's
Yes.
definitely reflecting. And you said, I believe I made a great decision. I accept the new one as of 2 days ago. What is to come with this new one? All right. Let me tell you what comes with the new one. You'd like to know?
Yes, I would.
Okay, excellent. So you have Saturn inside Scorpio as well. Pluto is there. At some point, you are going to be lifted. As a matter of fact, this is a past life thing as well. You used to do this in a previous lifetime. At this point in time, in some another lifetime, this junction of your life in a previous lifetime. And because this Saturn is subject to Pluto, at some point in this same lifetime, in that career, you are going to be an authority, meaning you're going to have a position in this lifetime, according to this. So good shot.
Okay.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And the last question. Uh, you say the city I want to move to in the States is Texas, but I see my husband and I in another country. Huh? So if you just took a job a few days ago, it don't
Correct.
sound like you're gonna be moving to another country anytime soon.
You said it doesn't or it does.
Well, I didn't. I don't see it. Let me take a legit look at your other chart.
Okay.
Uh,
I-
I mean, I'm talking about logically. You you could work and still work in a different country with that job.
To my knowledge, I don't know at the moment, but
Mm,
the reason I say in the States right now is because the job is actually, the headquarters is actually in Texas.
right, right.
Say that again.
I say exactly. Now let's take a look. I made a post about different states and where they're from and what have you. Could you remember where Texas? Because Texas, according to the sign that's on and your fourth house in your progress chart, it'll sort of sit easy. All right, it'll help me to understand that that's a place that is comfortable for you to be. We can also
Hmm.
take a look at your astrocartography with your progress chart to see how it looks for you. Your moon is in your fourth house, which means that you have an ideal or a dream of where you want to be. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna draw up your map of this progress chart. And we also gonna take a look at the natal and zoom in, zoom out. Let's go to Texas. All right, Texas. And you got your Mars, Neptune. You have your IC running through San Antonio. It also running through Austin.
Ah, okay, okay. I can
This
scream
is
on the
this
inside.
this is your IC line. It's running through there. It's also very close to Dallas, as you can see. Let me. Oh shit! I thought I was showing I thought I was showing it. 1 second. You're gonna see it on the camera,
Okay.
so I can share it with you. All right. So this is your IC line, which represents the home line. You have Pallas Athena there. And this is your progress chart, by the way, and it's running directly through Austin, Texas. It's running through Waco. That's Millian. It's also running close to Waco and Dallas. It's also running through Oklahoma City. So all of these areas are also connected. Your IC Pluto line is running close to Sweetwater, Texas. I would necessarily like going around by my Pluto line. I would say that the closest and sweetest place based upon this chart is Austin, Texas, or Waco, Texas. Also, it's close to San Antonio. So all of these are actually very, very good areas for you to be. Waco and Dallas as well. Dallas is also close to that line as well. So that's what I see. I see any one of those areas. So Texas is actually a good place for you to be right now.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. I always, you know what, I always appreciate about you is the fact that you always
Oh,
choose me to help guide you in this lifetime. I truly appreciate that.
yes, I appreciate you.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Chris. And
Thank you.
congratulations
You
again.
too. Thank you.
All right. All right. That was pretty. That's some good news. I love airing news and good news about people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's amazing. That was amazing. All right, y'all. It's 7:44. I want to thank you guys because I don't see anybody else request your message. request. Let me see. Somebody on Instagram? Let me take a look. Take somebody message. And yeah. Y'all are pretty amazing. I appreciate you guys. It's always good working with you. Y'all enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening. It's your boy Astro. You know how it go.